What's up? It's your boy Burst with the name so wrong, and today we have a Chaoszeronightmare video. And this video is not gonna be really about showcasing the unit. It's just gonna be mostly about having me show you what I've been doing, showing you some of my characters, like some like the gameplay. Because if you haven't noticed, if you haven't known, or if you're new to the channel, I've gotten into Chaoszeronightmare's limited playtest where for over the last like 2-3 days I've been playing Chaoszeronightmare. And I would like to say this game is very fun. I do have some of my issues here and there, but overall, I've loved this game. Love is a strong word, but if you know how long I've been waiting for this game, it's appropriate. This game is very fun. It's very addicting. The gameplay loop is there, and it's actually very good. And I just really just been playing this game like when I'm about to go to sleep, walking to class, like going to the gym. I just been playing the game, so it's like I'm actually loving the game. So as long as they fix some issues I'm gonna be talking about in like other videos, I will be sticking with this game. This game, E7, and Dokkan Battle. Those are gonna be my 3 main games that I'll be playing. Right now I'm level 24. Not the highest level. Some people are level 30, but that's mostly because like people are like actually like trying to get the character stronger. Well, I've just been playing Chaos because Chaos is like, a very cool mode. I'm gonna talk about Chaos a little bit later, but right now I'm just gonna be talking about some of the combatant units I have. So this is my current roster. Unfortunately, my roster isn't as expansive as other characters, as other people's, but that's where they messed up. They waste all their luck on the playtest, so when they get like the actual game, they're not gonna have no luck. Whereas I have no characters, but when the game come out, hopefully, praying to God, I get actual good characters, you know? Actual, like, not good characters, actually, like, a lot more characters. Because right now I only have 3 SSRs, and 2 of the SSRs have dupes in them, which could have been different characters, but it don't really matter because this game is about to go away in like a day or so. So my characters that I currently have that are 5-star are Hugo, Veronica, and Malin. I like all 3 characters, but if I had to rank them, Hugo is my favorite. Love that boy. Lightning Dingle, best voice acting ever. That's my favorite line in this whole entire game. It's the only line I remember because of how much he spams it because of his kit. Veronica really impressed me and really like surprised me because I wasn't expecting her to be such a crazy like DPS unit. I thought she was gonna be a little support, so maybe that's a little bit misogynistic on my spot. But yeah, she's a really good like DPS unit. Maylin, she's also DPS unit, but I've only played her like once or twice. I liked her, but I don't know. I'm not really clicking with her like I thought I would be. But maybe in like the actual game, she'll change it up a little bit, and I like her more. But as of right now, Hugo and Veronica are one of my favorite units so far. For the 4 stars, I was not expecting Maribel to be so damn fun. She's like a DPS tank unit where the more shields you get, the more damage you're gonna do. And oh my god, I love not taking damage and doing damage. Like she's just a crazy unit. Like her design, like I was not really too fascinated by it. Like I guess she's very pretty, but this is like too Gunnar X for me. But the gameplay wise though, love it. You know, she has shields, and then her Soldier Strike is like one of her main points of damage where if she does it, she does 150% times 150% full to your shield. So like if you have like 300% shield, she do that and then a little bit more, right? And she's such a great unit. I just really love her stuff, her design. Another unit I've been really liking is Lucas. Lucas, very fun. He makes bullets. He makes like RPGs, you know, flamethrowers, flashbangs. He's just a very like edgelord, not edgelord, like e-boy. He has that e-boy design. I can very much see a lot of like women that are playing this game liking him. Besides Zotsu, Amir, I'm liking her, but I feel like she could be worked up on a little bit more. I really like Selena. The marking is very good. Cassius, love that boy, love that man. I do want to play a little bit more of him. But yeah, let's actually talk about like some of the mechanics of the game a little bit. Let's bring up Veronica, right? So you start with your 4 cards. So those are the 4 cards you're gonna start with your deck. So you have three units in one team, and each time you run a chaos mode, you get these 4 starting cards, right? And then you have these unique cards. They don't start in your deck, but you have the potential to gain them. And the way you gain them is by this thing called epiphanies. So epiphanies, you have like this 2 different like epiphany versions, right? You have one where the epiphany will give you a unique card. So let's say firing preparation gets an epiphany. You know it's an epiphany because there's like a little light on the top. You'll use the card, and then it will put these unique cards in your hand at 0 cost. So then you could just play them like at that moment, and then they will be in your deck for that time. And then a different version of epiphany is where it will actually increase. It will like change the effect of the card. So you see that her original effect is unique outbreak of the war. Outbreak of the war. You can read that on the side. I'll talk about that a little bit later. But she creates one ballista unit, one ballista card, and at the start of the turn, create another ballista card, right? And ballista cards are just a card that you use at the end of the turn that deals damage, right? As easy as possible. But if you epiphany it and upgrade it, you have different variety effects. So you have one where it costs 0 points to do it, but the effect stays the same. And then you have different version where she makes different types of like ballistas. You have piercing, enhance, giant, and rapid. They all cost the same, but they're different versions of it, right? And then there's like divine epiphanies where the deities of these games. So like when you first start out the game, you have like the big like nun lady chick. She will like bless the card, making it even stronger, but it's not here, right? And then it's like it's so crazy because some of these cards like you can epiphany it like I don't know how many different cards have epiphany, like 1, 2, 3, like 4 of these cards have epiphany, right? So basically this character has 8 cards, and then from those 8 cards, 4 cards can have epiphanies. With each epiphany is 5, so that's a lot of math. But it's very much interesting. And then not only can you have these cards, but if you go to someone like Maribel, you have these cards called like just like I'm gonna say like no owner cards. So these cards have no owner to them. So like when you're in chaos mode, you can actually buy these cards and you could equip them to the class exclusive, right? So these cards work the same, but they could also have epiphany versions. So you just see how like in depth these cards can really get. You can really see how the gameplay loop is always going to be something different because the epiphany is always different. You can buy different cards, and then you can buy different equipment. Equipment you can get during your chaos mode too. So during your chaos mode, you actually like have the chance to get like equipment. So you already know what equipment does. You equip it to them, and they have like different effects. So you use an upgrade card, you do 100% fixed damage. You gain shield, you gain fixed shield 40%. And then this, you can have a shield on the start of turn, you get a more fixed shield, which is very good. And then now that you sing, like on my screen, let me talk about some of the cons. Like some of the text boxes are way too small. You need to fix it. And yeah, you can see right here, choices that should not be extinguished, but you can't really read it out. And my pet peeve is that I don't think words should ever break off in gacha games. So it's either you put extinguish both like all the way at the end, or keep it all at the same line. Because I personally don't like that. If you ever played a game called Artery Gear, you know that they was notorious for that, and that's why I stopped playing that game. And then the game has a lot of translation errors that really needs to be fixed. Like this one, Mei Lin's Eagle Scope, which is basically her ultimate. This says for 1 turn, critical hit chance is 100%, and then critical hit damage increases by 200%. But that's not how it works. It's actually for 3 or 4 turns, it gets a combo attack on her cards. So her cards would just do an extra hit. So this is 100% damage. If you do her Eagle Skill, it's going to be 200% damage, and so on and so forth. So that's a really crazy like mistranslation, but I think it should really not be that much of an issue if they just fix all of it. And another one of Chaoszeronightmare's issue is, I'm not gonna lie, I just got distracted. Let me talk about this before I talk about the issue. This character was clearly made with 1 hand. Insane. Manifest Eagle, this is the most insane. If you have played her in game, like you cannot open this game in public while you're playing Amir. Like you deadass can. Because why is he doing that? If you can't tell, I'm looking at you. Tell me, why is he doing? But yeah, main issue, an actual issue I really do have though, is that this game uses of tooltip is just very like weird, because some cards will have it like exhaust. When used, this card moves to an exhaust pile, right? Or Maribel. No, pulverize. When hitting a target with shield, you do 20% more damage, right? But then some effects just won't have that type of like calling to it, so it would just really not make any sense to use the card, right? So for this card right here, you have 3 damage reduction and then 2 metallization. Uh, can you please tell me what that does? I'm confused. Like, unless you use the card, you will never know what this meant. Meaning, you could be potentially messing up your combo plays because you don't know what a certain card or certain effect does. And it's like, why would you just not make this an orange and then put it on the side so I can actually know? Because it's like, you have metallization, but then you also have metallize. 2 different cards, but I'm not gonna know what they do until I actually use them. It's like, a lot of stuff, a lot of like characters have that. It's like, Mei Lin has Ember. What the heck does Ember do? What the heck does Ember do? What does, in the save data, what does Chain do? Like, Chain does, if you use it after a card, this effect happens, but then there's certain times when I use a card first, but the effect of Chain doesn't happen. So it's like, what does Chain really do? So it's like, this game really needs to have a tooltip because certain cards don't really be making no sense unless I use them. And I'm not trying to waste an action point just to know what an effect does. Like, that doesn't make no sense. To me, at least. And one thing I really do love about Chaoszeronightmare is the art design and direction they're going in. Like, it is so dang beautiful. Like, I really love, like, you could really feel the hopelessness and, like, the lifelessness of this background. You see, like, the wind in the background blowing, like, the building, like, kind of, like, dungy and just really just being dirty. You see, like, the rats running around, and then you see these monsters, like, these eldritch, horrid, like, disgusting monsters. It's like, this looks like Skunk Tank from Pokemon meets like if he met two. Like, you have like the anime signs on the left side and then like Elder Being on the right side. Like, the contrast is what really made me fall in love with like the art design, because it's like shows you how helpless it is. It shows you true chaos. It's like, yeah, these monsters are really dang scary. Like, even like the card arts are amazing, and then even this this is one of the main like major points that they really like to showcase is like every character has a 2D like background, like a 2D like backshot. Like that, you have Luke's one. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but I don't know. And then Maribel, one-handed design character like Amir, and then even the partners have cool shots. Like, look, he's literally shooting somebody. This is I love the art design. It's just direction is just so amazing. Like, even the agent designs, I really do like them. Like, some people are like, oh, they look a little bland or like a little like boring, but for me, I just absolutely just downright adore them. Hugo is so clean to look at. Orlia is so clean to look at. Veronica, Amir, Cassius, even Maribel to a certain degree. Like Luke, like Calipe. Like, look at that. Tell me that's not clean. That's not cool. Like, come on. And then even the partners are like, these are like the cool designs. I really hope they have the E7 treatment of them being primaries, but then them also being playable, because I feel like some of these characters are really like, you should make them into a playable unit. But yeah, I really love the character design, the art direction they take. Even the animations are so amazing. But this is where my nitpicks are gonna come out. I don't understand why we can't view them in game when we're not like playing in like chaos mode. Cause like, I don't have this character, so like, why can't I play her ego skill? Like, if you want me to be like engaged, you want me to summon for like the new limited character, allow me to actually like watch their cards. Like, allow me to play freezing fists on like a blot or something. Allow me to play like shields or something. Like, I feel like if you want me to like be involved in a character, allow me to see their animations. Like, this is one of their major like points that they were bringing up in like the dev notes. Like, oh, our animation, we put tons of hours into it. We did, and I can totally see it. Allow us to see it. Allow us to see it. Nixie's erratic hurricane. Let me see her doing that. There's no reason why I should not be able to see it. That's one of my major major nitpicks. But overall, I totally love the art direction this game has went. 10 out of 10. We'll do it again. Give me more, give me more, give me more. Now, I'm pretty sure this is the part where most people are coming for. Gotcha. I made a 20-minute long gotcha video for Chaoszeronightmare that I'm going to be dropping soon. Or it might have already dropped before this. So go watch that. But this part is going to be very concise. So just state my points and then I'll let you state yours. Well, the everything about the gacha I really dislike. I don't like how they just took Hoyo's like gachas like word for word. Like I don't like 50/50. I don't like hero like the combatant and partner banners because I feel like as a free to play player and just like generally just as a player, there's really no incentive to do partner banners when you could just do combatant banners and get a 4-star partner, which would probably just do similar stuff to be honest. Like I don't like it. I don't like probably like the bigger issue is that every unit is going to be a limited unit. That right there is that's like a big no-no. I feel like that right there has to go. Like, I don't mind some of characters being limited, like in E7, but every character being limited is just something that is gonna turn off people very quick because you're never gonna know when these characters are gonna come out. So it forces you feel like you have to summon and summon and summon on them. And then with the 50/50, good luck. If you don't get that first 70 pulls, gotta do it again. Like I don't really mess with the 50/50s. I don't mess with character like all that, the Hoyoverse. But this is purely cosmetics, so like I'm not too worried about it. And this doesn't take your what is it called? Your regular prisms, whatever this is called, like the star stuff. So it's not too bad, but I don't really see the need for it. Like I do feel like they could keep this, but also put in a way to get like these like prism stuff at the end of like your affinity. So it makes you feel like you really put in the work for that character, you know? And another thing that's really bizarre is like why can't I pull random 3-star partner units or 4-star units from this? I mean, I guess to make you feel like you didn't just waste something, but I don't know. Very weird, very bizarre. But yeah, uh, my ideal gotcha is turn these two into one banner. Don't have every character be limited. A person that's going to say, "Oh, what if my pity is going to be uh, taken by a partner unit?" Pretty simple, actually. Just make it so they don't. In E7, you have 5-star artifacts and 5-star heroes, but the pity is specifically for the heroes. The artifact has no involvement in the pity. So you could have that and then also have a different pity right under it with like a lesser amount and be like, oh, if you hit X, Y, and Z, you then get the artifact. And leave it like that. I feel like that's an infinitely much more better gotcha system that we will all love. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the whole gotcha system. If you want to know more about it, in my 20-minute video, it's probably gonna be 20 or like 18 minutes. You go watch that. That's where I really just like ramble and just say my thoughts on it for real, for real. But yeah, that's about it. But I'm not gonna end it on the condo. I'm gonna say like my final statements about Chaoszeronightmare and what I think about it. So I do think that Chaoszeronightmare, Smilegate, Super Creative has something so special on their hands that can really fill in like a hole that is missing in the gacha community. I feel like just seeing a lot of like big gacha creators just love the game aside from like the gacha aspect is like really touching. It's like damn, I was really waiting for this game for like a year, and it really did do a lot of good things. Like I've seen like a lot of like players, like a lot of people just like really enjoy it, saying that it's addicting, saying that they can't get enough of it. But it's just like the gacha aspect really is turning people off, and I hope and I pray that they do listen because this game is also run by a company known as Super Creative and Smilegate, and they run E7, and E7 is known for listening to its players. And this is a playtest. So everything in the playtest is not going to make it out like the actual launch date. So with like all of us talking about the gacha, almost every big content creator, like 99% sure that the gacha will change. I don't know if we're gonna continue to keep it or increase rates or something like that, but most likely it will change, and I can't wait for that to happen. Because at the end of the day, I want this game to be as lively as E7, to live as long as E7. And I want it to just overall be fun for everybody. Have everybody join in, engage with it, play some Hugo, play some or the just play. You know, this is at the end of the day, this is a PVE game. You come in, play your 15 minutes, come out, and overall you're just gonna have a great day. And that being said, I fucking love CZN. This game. I hope they listen to our feedback. I hope they watch this video. If you're watching this video, hey, I hope you're doing great. But yeah, like this game, this playtest has been such a fantastic one. I can't wait for CZN to actually drop. But yeah, if you haven't liked, subscribed, commented, please do so. It's greatly appreciated. You just mean the world to me if you do that. But yeah, later. Enjoy your day, your night. Bye.